and or reacting. So, and this is what I came up with. What do you see? A chair coming in many forms, you know. And I just want people to think, man, about what they're doing. So I try to come up with a message or a simple picture. And I've been thinking about this for a while, you know. A chair. Simple picture, isn't it? But much more complicated than you think. Every time I turn on the news, it's always something sickening, horrible, heartbreaking, death all around. And it's like, it's hard to stomach. And you can't just pick one story. The one you pick, then 2 minutes later, something even more horrible, or more tragic, or more heartbreaking, or more disturbing comes up. And I've been dealing with this since I started my YouTube channel because of Linda Freaky, a white woman that was drugged to her death by teenagers, black teenagers. But most of my messages deal with, you know, character within the family, the black family itself. I could be reporting on so much more, but if I could tackle one thing, and it's the hope to get my brothers and sisters to change. But I don't know how far I could go. This stuff will be going on long after I'm gone, and that's the problem. You want to see an end to it now, but it's getting difficult for me to continue to have faith in my brothers and sisters, and I guess it's with the other races too, man. But this world is going to hell in a handbasket, and it's beautifully decorated. And it seemed like I know I'm not the only one that look at things like this, but the best image I could come up is the chair. But it's not the picture of the chair itself. It's what belongs there. A human being. A human being. A human being that was brought into this world by birth through the womb of a mother. A human being that somebody took 9 months to create or created and it took 9 months to develop and grow. So somebody has a connection with this human being. Somebody has a responsibility to this human being. That's life. That's a gift from God. Now ask me why the chair is empty and why I chose this image. It's the fact that there are other human beings that are responsible. This person or that child from this world. I'm not talking about nothing natural. I'm not talking about accidents. I'm talking about literally people going out and killing one another with no remorse. And that is, to me, that is unforgivable. You got people going out there committing murder intentionally, not because of mistake. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about black and white people getting up. Like you go to your job, your responsibility, then you got people who gets up and with the intention to go and kill another human being. And that to me cannot be forgiven. That's what that chair stands for. And if any human being or any person with any kind of decency hears this message, I want you to understand something. The price for that child's life or that human being's life who did nothing to you, that you killed, that price is something you can't pay for. There's no attachment to it. You understand what I'm saying? It's priceless. And you're not getting that. You're not getting the understanding that you're taking a human being. You're not getting that. So basically, you sending angels to heaven. Now, where you think you're going? And to me, it doesn't even make a difference whether they go to heaven or hell because I have no judgment of that. But I'm calling judgment out on you because I told you in the beginning, accident is not what I'm talking about. People dying from this and that is not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about illness. I'm talking about these idiots and cold-hearted animals who gets up with the intention to kill another human being and won't go to sleep until they do and will take time to plan it out. That's who I'm talking about. The empty chair theory. And you the one who wrote your own book of death. Trust me, you will pay for that. So if you jumped on YouTube thinking you're gonna hear something intelligent, you just got it. The smartest thing I heard on YouTube today is what I'm telling you now. You will pay for that, whether I'm alive to see it or not. However I die, my responsibility is to stay on all of y'all. But my intention to get on YouTube is to try to change the character of the black man and black woman. And yet, every time I turn on the TV, I see something dumb. I mean, people intentionally going out. I'm not talking about accidents. That is a price you can't pay for. And the heartbreaking part is the empty chair that I was just telling you about. Someone used to sit there. Families gathered around a table with other chairs and other family members. And they look back at that empty space and knowing the shit that you did and the fact that you're responsible and you really think you're going to get away with it. And you really think you're going to get away with it. Whether you hear from them or not, if you heard this message, you better pass it on. Tell them there ain't enough money in the world to pay for that. Help me pass the message. That's what you can do for me. But you can stay off my damn page telling me about why the hell I'm talking about. Now you understand. It's that, the unforgivable, the stuff that you intentionally got up to do to kill another human being through no fault of their own. We all pay for that, but so do the families. They got to have birthdays, holidays, whatever family gathering they have. They got to look back at that empty space or that empty chair, and sometimes they'll leave it there so that they can remember that person. But you know what they also remember? When they don't even talk about the shit that you did, the shit that you did, It'll never be forgotten. It may be forgiven. So if you heard this here and you just got mad, know that you partly responsible because guess what? On top of that, if you inspired somebody to do it, you're gonna pay the same tab just as much as they did. Ignorance, and I mean ignorant, is no excuse of the law. But God's law is ultimate. And you don't look at him or face him knowing what you got in your heart. Something that he can clearly see. But you still lying your ass straight to hell. And right now I don't give a damn about how you feel. But you heard it from me. And you can take that wherever you want it. You can put that where you want it. Know that you're not getting away with it. Stupid ass people. I mean, go get a damn life and leave these folks alone. That's what you can do. Stop destroying families. That's what you can do. Go get a goddamn job, earn your living, earn your keep, respect your mother, respect your father, and do something positive with your life. But I guarantee, like I told you earlier, I don't care what you do. When you do something like this here, there ain't enough money in the world. It's gonna stop God from getting dead on your ass. You will pay. I don't care how it came out. I'm not adding nothing. And I'm not taking back nothing. You will pay. Trust me on that. From the son of James, peace.